Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be strong? Is strength found in muscles, in power, or in the choices we make every day? Throughout history, there have been stories of great men and women who rose to incredible heights and some who fell when they least expected it. Today, we bring you one of the most powerful and unforgettable stories ever told. A story of strength and weakness. A story of love and betrayal. A story of purpose, failure, and redemption. This is not just a story about the strongest man who ever lived. It is a story about the human heart. His name was Samson, chosen before birth, blessed with extraordinary power, feared by enemies, admired by many, but even the strongest man had a weakness. This is the story of Samson, the strongest man who fell.
The story of Samson. In the ancient land of Israel, during a time of great turmoil and oppression, the people cried out for deliverance from their enemies, the Philistines. One day, as she prayed fervently, an angel of the Lord appeared before her, bringing news that would change their lives forever. "Fear not," said the angel, "you will conceive and bear a son, and he shall be a Nazirite dedicated to God from birth. No razor shall touch his head, for he will begin to deliver Israel from the hand of the Philistines." When the child was born, they named him Samson. From an early age, his extraordinary strength began to show. As he grew, his hair remained uncut, a symbol of his dedication to God. Samson was destined for greatness, but his path would be riddled with challenges. One day, as Samson traveled to Timnah to find a wife among the Philistines, he encountered a ferocious lion. With a roar, the beast lunged at him, but Samson, filled with divine strength, tore it apart. Later, when he returned to the carcass, he found a swarm of bees had made honey inside it. He scooped some honey into his hands and shared it with his parents, not telling them where it came from. At his wedding feast, he posed a riddle to the 30 Philistine guests. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. They could not solve it, and in anger, he struck down 30 men. This act of vengeance ignited a fierce conflict between him and the Philistines. Samson's wrath continued to grow when he discovered that his wife had been given to another man. In retaliation, he caught 300 foxes, tied their tails together, and set them loose into the Philistines' fields, burning their crops to the ground. The Philistines, furious, retaliated by burning his wife and father-in-law. The cycle of revenge escalated further. Amidst the chaos, Samson met Delilah, whose beauty captivated him, but the Philistines saw an opportunity. They approached Delilah, offering her a handsome sum of money to uncover the secret of Samson's strength. Each time she pressed him for the truth, he lied, telling her that his strength lay in various things: a fresh bowstring, new ropes, and even his hair being tied up. But Delilah was persistent. One night, as he slept, she coaxed him into revealing the truth. "My strength is in my hair. If it is cut, I will be as weak as any other man." While he slept, she summoned a Philistine to cut his hair, betraying the trust they had built. When Samson awoke, he found himself powerless. The Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and imprisoned him in Gaza, forcing him to grind grain in chains. Yet even in captivity, his hair began to grow back, and with it, a glimmer of hope. Months later, during a grand celebration in the temple of Dagon, the Philistines called for Samson to entertain them. As he stood between the two main pillars of the temple, he prayed to God one last time, asking for strength to avenge his blinded eyes. "Lord, let me die with the Philistines," he cried. With all his might, he pushed against the pillars, and the temple began to shake. The structure collapsed, killing Samson along with thousands of Philistines. In his final moments, Samson fulfilled his divine purpose, delivering Israel from their oppressors. His story echoes through time as a powerful reminder of the complexities of strength, love, betrayal, and redemption. Though he faltered, he ultimately returned to God, leaving behind a legacy that would be remembered for generations.